So it was one Sunday evening, and we had an event in the church. As I said, I was the youth leader in church, and she was actually the secretary, if I recall, at that point. So as we had the event, we had visitors. So then I actually got wind that one of the visitors said he was very interested in her. And my friend, who we had cleared campus with, told me, my friend, you need to move fast, otherwise things will turn south. So that's when I decided I need to make a proper move.
And it's very interesting because I was not made, okay, I never met that friend. I never said hi to the friend. You know, his friend ensured that that friend did not meet me. So we never met with a friend. And actually I got to know that story when it was like 3 or 4 years of marriage later. I didn't know. Okay, the time he popped this question, it was very interesting because I never thought, I didn't have an idea. It's just interesting because when that afternoon he's talking about, we had lunch as usual, as we used to have with the rest of the girls and the young men. So when we now decided to go back, he asked me, what are your plans this afternoon? And I told him, I'm going back to church. Where else? I'm just going back to church. And he said, okay, fine. And then he popped this question. I don't want to say it. And that left me blank, as in I didn't know what to say because I never thought he can ask such a question, you know? Because I used to see him as a brother. I never used to think he can be my husband or he could be my husband. Actually, I used to tell others, hey, fungukeni, see people, you need to see people outside of here. So I was that person who was not interested in dating in church or even getting my husband in church. I didn't have an idea that could happen. But then after that, then I told him, okay, let me go and have my time. I'll get back to you. So that's when I went home. And definitely, a church girl, I had to pray because the previous relationship was it was not good. It never worked out. So I went home and I had to pray seriously. And of course, there's this thing I had told God, God, I want to know when this person comes, maybe I want to experience that peace of mind. And sure enough, when I went to ask God now, God, you see this man here. And then it just came to me, I was fully at peace.
No, and actually initiated quite a number of gestures. Maybe she was not seeing, my sort of intention, because I used to call her very many times. Maybe she thought because we were in the same leadership group. Then one time we went for a hike, and I was very disappointed she never showed up. Maybe I would have posed the question then, but now delayed it until it was time when, as I said, somebody came in. And the question she referred to, I asked her, what do you think of us as a couple?
Do you mind? And let me just go back a bit. That time for the hike, I never thought they said he's interested in me. So we organized for a hike, and I thought, this day I'm making money, so I won't go to have fun. I'll go and make this money. So I decided to go work, and so they went for the hike. I organized everything and ensured everything is happening. He was on the other side, and everything went on well. But I never went for the hike. Then he called in the afternoon, and I had some questions on that call because he said, we missed you. He never used to tell us, I miss you. He never used to hug us. He was that kind of a stone person, very hard.
I never used to tell anybody they are smart.
Yes, they are smart.
So I used to tell you are smart dressed, but I never used to tell anybody else.
It never clicked into my mind. He's interested because of the kind of a person he was. So when they went for this hike and then he called in the afternoon, that left me with a bit of questions. But I said, anyway, he's a brother after all. And I stopped thinking about anything and I just said, he's just asking me because I'm a leader, nothing else. Coming back with an answer to him, I remember he was preparing to go work outside of the country. So the time we had organized to meet, we were meeting as a group, we were many of us. So we didn't have that specific time for ourselves to share whatever I said that was in my mind. So in the process, we tried to create time, we tried to look for time, but everyone is on him. Oh, you're going by, can you do what? And I just decided, let me go and do a text and tell him we'll talk. So immediately I left, because now I was staying alone and it was getting late and we were coming from their place. We were many of us. So I went home and I told him, I'll give you an answer when you call. Just give me a call, I'll let you know. Because he was flying out the next, either the following day or a day after. So there's no way we could have met immediately. And he really wanted to know.
So